Hello. So, it's stream time. And today is the day we acknowledge that time makes dust of us all. Actually, to be fair, I say that, but it's not all bad. Anyway, I'm saying this because it has been 10 years of me doing LPs. Yep, indeed. June 21st, 2012, I uploaded a video of Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. It was the start of the original LP, and it was very bad. It's technically still up, but it's just unlisted now because it's very bad. And then some amount of years later, I did a redux of that LP, and that one's still up because it's fine or whatever. It's also got very good titles. I will never not be happy with the video of Orange Ocean, which of course is called Kirby. But anyway, because of this, I've decided I'm gonna play Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland. Because apparently that's just the thing I do. I mean, to be fair, I do like this game a lot. It is a classic. Very important to me personally. It was my first Kirby game, and I do still adore it. Even if it's, kind of simple compared to the other games. There are other better Kirby games, but Nightmare in Dreamland is still very good. But you know what? I'm gonna play Meta Nightmare mode. Just to speedrun it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but I might as well just charge in. Meta Knight has set out to practice his swordplay. He's blade to clear the way, and apparently whoever did this got this done in an hour and 13 minutes and 44 seconds. Also, God, yeah, no, I think I just think of that version of the song more than the actual song Secret Agent Man. He's the man of many, many faces. He may be pink, but he's really dangerous. Every enemy he meets is another bad guy for Kirby to eat. Then he takes on their power. That's just in my brain. That's just with me forever. Also, I just noticed that this is slightly over a little too much. There we go. I mean, why not? Everybody knows by now, Kirby advertisement is really weird. Like, doing a cover of Secret Agent Man, I feel like makes more sense than all of the print ads where it's just like, oh, look at how violent Kirby is. Kirby's going to murder you in your sleep. Kirby's got a knife because he loves murder. Like, Angry Eye Kirby is, such a milquetoast phenomenon compared to the actual advertisements. Like, just giving Kirby, angry eyes in the box covers is a little bit weird, but, in comparison to everything else of, Kirby fucking beating several people in a bar fight, it's so tame in comparison. Anyway, I'm just gonna start this. Let's see, is there, yep, down stab. And that's the up thrust, okay. I kinda remember how to play this now. Oh right, but this is the hard mode, so you only get 3 HP, right? Oh no, this is difficult. If I remember correctly, you don't get any maximum health tomatoes, and they're all just the pep drinks. Which also just recover 1 HP in extra mode. God, this is actually very... Oh wait, nope, there are maximum health tomatoes. Okay, I misremembered. But I think pep drinks still only do 1 HP, so they're not full heals. God. Kirby advertising is something special. They do it less nowadays because people actually understand, no, if you're playing Kirby, you want to see adorable things. You look at Kirby, you just know. You know what you're getting into. It's Kirby. It's a name you should know. He is the star of the show. he does kill gods, but you know, that's not because he loves murder and doing harm unto civilians. It just kind of happens that way, you know? Anyway, I got sidetracked by talking about Kirby advertisement, but like, come on. To be fair, I also indulge in the attitude of Kirby slightly. Again, I did do that one Kirby's Knightmare and Dreamland LP. The second one I did was just all disease names, but with Kirby inserted. But you know what? Lashma Kirby Aces is actually very powerful and creative, so you know what? I like that one. That's a fun set of titles to do. This being an anniversary stream, I would probably just go over all the old playlists, except I already did that during Mario Sunshine, because I ended early and I was just like, I feel like looking at my old titles, because, man, I do good titles. If there's anything I've learned over these past 10 years, it's that I'm brilliant and unstoppable. Nobody else does titles better than me. I have given myself that award. I'm also incredibly modest. Fuck. I have been killed. But spawn camping. Spawn camping asshole, how dare you. But anyway, yeah. I guess, what do I even want to talk about, like, LP-wise? I mean, is there much to talk about? It's kind of self-explanatory. I play video games for the internet. This is also completely worthless right here. You can go to the museum still, but all you do here is just murder the enemies. You can't absorb them because you're Meta Knight. Get dead, nerd. Yeah. You know, I still enjoy doing LPs 10 years later, though. A lot of people have pivoted over to just streams, and a lot of people only watch streams, and I don't quite get that. Oh, I rarely go back and listen to my old LPs. Every once in a while, I will look up the end of the Final Fantasy IV LP, but that's just because I want to look at the stinger for that, because I didn't save it to my computer like I do with a lot of my stingers nowadays. Like, I save... what have I saved? I think pretty much all the interesting ones since Suikoden. Sometimes I forget to do stingers, admittedly, but Suikoden I put a lot of work into, and I didn't want to lose it, so I do still have that one as its own separate file. Also, hey, good job, Wispy Woods. You did it. You first bossed at me. Yeah, like, a lot of people are kind of off of LPs, but you know what? I personally still like doing them. And I just think that there is a difference between what you do in an LP and what you do in a stream, or at least there should be. There should be a noticeable difference, and I like them for different things. Like, I was kind of wondering, like, hey, should I maybe put Shantae Risky's Revenge as, like, a stream thing instead? Because, you know, progress has been a bit slow in that. But then I was like, no, actually, I really prefer doing Shantae as an LP. I just like how that works out a bit more. Yeah, it's weirdly slow going, and I don't know why. Though, in part, it's because there's also other stuff I want to work on, too. I have too many creative things I want to do. So it's like, I could be working on LPs, but it's been ages since I've actually done, the actual play editing, which I do very much miss, especially now that we're in a new campaign. I'm itching to get to that, but I'm also like, no, I gotta do Henshin and, at the very least, Lancer first. Yeah. Also, while I bring that up, I should also mention other anniversary today. Unless I've got the dates wrong, this is also the anniversary of the tabletop group I'm in. Same day, apparently. Again, I might have the dates slightly off, but otherwise, like, it's around the same time. I have them on the same day for the calendar. So that's weird. Apparently, June 21st is just a very important day for me all the time, forever. So, you know, if this time next year I could, like, develop a stand or something, that would be great. I'd like that as a major mile point in my life. I would say Nen, but, like, that seems like it would take effort, and I'm not about that. Yeah, that one I'm slightly less sure on, though, if only because, like, we didn't actually, like, catalog the date at the time, so we kind of had to, like, go back through and look. And I also don't remember the specific year we started off the top of my head. To be fair, I would not have remembered the specific year if not for the fact that, like, I wrote it down. Like, a month or so ago, I looked up, like, hey, when did I do my first LP video? Because I was curious if I should do anything, and sure enough, happened to land on the perfect day, you know, I'm actually streaming today, so I can actually do something about it on the day itself. But I also noticed that, yeah, no, it's been 10 years. This is the 10th year anniversary. I've been doing this for years, but don't ask me why. Alright, so it's 2017, gotcha. Also, God, 5 years then, huh? Dang, it's been 5 whole frickin' years. Time, am I right? Oh, hey, it's me! Hey, Meta Knight, it's Meta Knight. Oh no, Meta Knight's attacking me with Meta Knight servants. The Fiend. But yeah, all that is to say— oh, jeez, he just fucking slid right in. Oh, this is probably gonna be where I get a game over, because this is actually kind of a hard encounter with only 3 HP. Oh, he's coming and swinging. That was a mistake. Sliding guy's gonna be difficult to deal with, because, like, he's got 2 hits. Shit. Facing the wrong way. And that's why you shouldn't spam. Nice try. Not today, Satan. There we go. But anyway, all that is to say, man, I have too many interests. Let's go in here and get rid of these 2. Because, yeah, I do really like doing the actual play edits, because, like, it's fun adding music to a thing. Just edit out dead air, and then time everything well, and then add a soundtrack to it, and it's fun and nice, but, like, I don't have a lot of time to do that, because that's not my job, and also, I have LPs to do. There we go. Remove you. But yeah, I do not see myself, like, not doing LPs. I'm not gonna pivot to stream only, because, like, I don't know, I just really like LP format. It's nice. It is nice being able to just, like, edit around things. And have some amount of just work done into the thing to make it clean. I'm not, like, the best person at it, but I do well enough. I do more than most people, but also slightly less than some people. I'm not, like, super into, like, the extremely cut-heavy kind of LP. I've never really liked that. Like, as a form of, like, stream clips, sure, that's fine. You gotta edit down hours-long streams into a short thing that's actually, you know, watchable for somebody who's just passing by and being like, I want, like, 15 minutes of a stream, not, like, the whole thing. That's fair, but, like, for a while, I think people doing LPs were trying to do that, and I don't know. LPs to me are more just about, like, showing off a game well. What well means can, of course, differ greatly, but, you know. I think editing is an important part of that. I think you want to just be able to curate a thing. Cause, like, RPG LPs, absolutely. Never regret doing post-com for those. I've never thought, oh man, what am I doing that I am editing out the random battles in this? No, like, being able to cut out fluff is a good thing. When you're showing off a game, there should be a balance of, like, showing it off how it should be shown off, but also cutting out fluff, right? Like, if a game, I don't know, is, like, super tedious in some aspect, and you think it's important to show that, like, including a bit of that is fine. I can't actually think of specific examples. Fuck. Oh, you know what a tricky thing would be? One day I shall LP Final Fantasy VIII. I want to have some draw grinding in there in some capacity. I'm not going to show off all of draw grinding, because that would be too tedious, but, like, somehow I've got to just show what goes into getting magic in that game. But yeah, in the end, there's just, like, some games I do just want to show them off in a post-com instead of streaming them, because I feel like they just work better that way. Being able to just, like, play casually and off the cuff is fine too, though, and when I don't mind that for a game, like, if I don't have anything particularly in mind or, like, super in-depth for a game, I don't mind doing that. Like, I still say to this day, that I should have done Super Hot, at least Super Hot Mind Control Delete as a stream instead of an LP, because, man, I hated editing that so much. It was so boring. I didn't really gain anything by editing it. It could have just been a stream playthrough. And it's also why eventually I'll get to Way of the Samurai 4 and Crypt of the Necrodancer in stream format instead of LP format, because, like, I enjoy those games, and I do kind of want to play them at some point, but also, like, there's nothing super appealing to me about playing those as an LP. Like, if I knew more about Way of the Samurai 4, maybe I would do it as an LP, but I don't, and I'm not really interested in doing it. Or, like, playing the game ahead of time and learning it. I don't need to go in there, that's just gonna get me a wheel mini-boss, which I don't want to fight, because that'll just kill me. Ah, God. I remember back in the day when, like, people were weirdly pedantic about, like, live comm versus post comm. Or for some reason, some people just really did not like the idea of post comm, and I don't get it. I've always been pro post comm though. You know, that's fine. Though being able to stream has been nice. Having to do improv and just work on the spot is, you know, that's fine. Again, as long as it's not in an LP, I actually do like more live type stuff. Also, shame to not have suplex in this section. It's the section made for suplex. But yeah, that doesn't really happen anymore, but again, like, LPs as a concept have kind of fallen off, just in general, so I guess, of course, it doesn't happen. Nobody talks about it, because not a lot of people talk about LPs. It's one of those situations where, like, either you watch LPs or you don't. Like, pre-established people... Oh, fuck. People who were LPing back when it was actually popular still have, like, a pretty solid fan base, typically, who are dedicated. Otherwise, yeah, no. People aren't, like, super interested. Oh, God. Yeah, like, again, going back, like, I do prefer doing RPGs as a post-com thing. Because there can be— oh, hello again, Meta Knight, how's it going? You're gonna kill me with your skeleton warriors, I see. Like, again, random battles and stuff can be kind of a pain, and I feel like you have to be a very particular type of person to be able to just, like, not edit out, that sort of thing. If you're doing an LP. Like, you have to be able to either talk about just inane shit through repeated random battles, or just be able to carry on a single, probably tangential topic. It's one of those. But yeah, just the mere existence of doing RPGs as video LPs is a bit silly. Something Awful was kind of a blessing and a curse. The parts of it that are still around and, you know, the people who don't suck from it are great. All the other, you know, random people, you know, the random posters who, I don't know, wherever they are, who cares? Like, that, it's maybe good that we don't really have to acknowledge them anymore. Yeah. That's very much like a, death of the author kind of situation, though. And that, like, I'm kind of in the middle ground of that, just like, what's more important, the game or the LP? Well, my mentality is kind of the game technically, that's how I operate. It wasn't obvious from everything I do. I place great importance on the thing I'm playing, but also, like, fucking, what do you mean the LP is not important? Like, you still have to be distinctly you, or, like, who cares, though? If it's only about the game, then you could just watch a non-com run. You can still show off a game, just, like, put something in the like, I don't know, informative in the description. So, like, the person's important. I don't know why that part would even be up for debate, because, like, I don't know, of the people who, again, still do LPs. Like, it's the people with strong personalities who people like. Like Chip Cheesem. Still a very solid something awful LPer. And like, do I want to watch Final Fantasy VII? The remake? Yeah, I do, but also, I'm more enthused to see it because he's playing it. Honestly, like, even doing a non-com run, you're gonna get some personality in the way somebody plays. Like, you can't not. There we go, I killed the sun. That was me being killed by indecision. Well, that was dumb. And that was me getting ambushed by a guy I'd already killed before. Okay, why can I not do that jump well? But yeah, just... I also don't like the practice of just, like, talking over video game stuff and, like, not really talking about the game itself at all. I don't... Oop, fuck. Like, there are some people who are like that, where, like, you could just sub in any of their audio for any game and it wouldn't particularly matter. Oh, fuck! Killed by ball! Killed by the worst copy ability in this game, other than sleep, which is, you know, just the default worst, because it's just there to screw you over. Ball just sucks, and there's a reason it's never come back. Fuck. Oh, shoot. Just have to get that cord off the ground real quick. LPers, God, what LPers even inspired me at first? Like, I don't know if there was any one specific, person. Because I watch a fair few people. And the decision to start LPing was, you know, less about like, oh, this one person, or this one or two people are doing things, and I want to do that. I was just like, I've known about the concept of LPs for a while. I kind of want to just do that. Kind of want to actually just take a crack at this. But nowadays, I still got a bunch of people that I like. Chip Cheesem is always a great editor. Just generally very funny and knowledgeable about games. Like, when he does an LP for... Damn it, I thought I was upstabbing, not climbing a ladder. It's a very important distinction to make. But yeah, like, when he LPs a game, like, it's because he knows a fair bit about it and can play it pretty well. I remember, like, way back when... Like, I think somebody asked him about, like, playing Bayonetta or something. And, like, he didn't want to do an LP of it, because, like, he wasn't really as good at it. Which is, I feel a good testament to, like, how different, damn it, Platinum games are, that, like, you can be real good at Metal Gear Rising, but Bayonetta, don't know that one. But also just, like, it's pretty cool, you know? That he has that distinction. let's see who else. Well, as always, like, Super Great Friend is very good, very funny. It's actually somebody who is doing, like, mostly live quote-unquote LPs now. As far as I understand, like, most of what he does, is just stream playthroughs, but, like, man, though, he's really good at them. Honestly, other than just the amount of, like, I like repurposing the animation for getting out of the, cannon fire, that's kinda cute. Like, I feel, other than just research, related things, he's very consistent in, like, how he LPs and how he streams. Like, he is witty no matter what he's doing, in a way that I appreciate. It's just, you know, he'll usually put in an extra bit of effort and knowledge into when he actually does LPs. You know what? Raukow's also very good. He's also been going for quite a while by this point, but I think especially once he branched out from, like, specifically doing Mario hacks all the time, I just like the way he plays games. Like, I feel like, stylistically, I'm closer to him than a lot of other people, because, I don't know, I just likes the kind of thought he puts into games and the variety of stuff he does while still trying to give everything a fair shake. It's pretty good. Well, that's another person who does, like, live stuff. I don't... well, I don't do live LPs. Tried it, didn't like it. It's just stream territory now. If I'm gonna be talking while I play a game, it's for streams. In part because I feel like I'm better at improv nowadays, but also I very much tend to get distracted. My brain can only be focused on so many things at a time. Oh, can I do this part fast enough with just Meta Knights? Well, we'll see. Absolutely not. I rarely get this with the wheel ability. There's no way I'm getting this with Meta Knight. It's like the hardest wheel sequence in existence. Ah, it's Fan, here he is. Hot take, I like Fan better than the turtle boss from the original version. Whoop, shit. And the thanks I get is being murdered. Okay, cool. Hmm? So let's see, what else? Ooh, nice. Whoop. Almost screwed that one up. Oh yeah, this is where the game actually starts announcing when you're gonna be fighting Meta Knight enemies. It's when the doors are big. I guess I could talk about, like, super early LP stuff, like, just trying to think, like, how did I do LPs at the start? Like, with most people, I was not at all good when I started doing this, and can you please, like, fly into my range? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. But, like, what did I do at the start? Because initially, I did not use AVI files, which is, most of what I use anymore, when possible. Because, you know, initially, I didn't know what I was doing. God damn, I'm bad at this section for some reason. But yeah, I wasn't originally doing AVI files. If I remember correctly, I started LPing in a time where, like, Hypercam 2 was actually free. They had made it free, so I was able to use a fairly simple program without, you know, the infamous unregistered Hypercam 2 watermark that plagued people for years. The huge problem of, oh no, we have to buy software. I don't know about that. Kids these days don't know how good they've got it. Like, you can just download an OBS, and it's fine. Like, they do like it when you support them, but, like, you can just get OBS, and as long as your computer isn't terrible, you know, you can use it. Though, to be fair, OBS isn't really my go-to LP recording thing. I use it to stream, but I don't know. I feel like, between it and Bandicam, OBS actually kind of, like, lags while I'm playing, because, again, my computer's not great. Oh, God, yeah, just a brief window where, like, some people want to use the newest thing, but didn't pay for it. Just this weird subsection of people who, like, would not pay for the new thing, but, like, didn't want to use the old one either. It's mildly surreal. But yeah, like, back in the day, I would have been using Hypercam 2, and if I remember correctly, oh god, like, was I having desync issues? Was that it, or did I just not like the quality? I don't remember why, but I actually recorded video and audio separately. Because I distinctly remember, because that was back in the days where I had to use Soundflower, because initially I was on a Mac, so audio recording was a little weird, and by default, I think by default, it would not, like, or, like, it automatically recorded audio input as well as, like, the desktop audio, right? So, like, if I tried to record something, then it would also try to record me. So I had to basically just use an external program. Oh jeez, I actually have to make effort to hit Krakow. Oh no. Truly my greatest foe. But yeah, like, I had to get an outside program to just cut out to just the desktop audio and not the audio input. It had to be the extra effort, so I had to do that. That's interesting. Fuck. There we go. So anyway, as I was saying, that sure was an experience. Gonna be honest, look, sometimes desync can be a real bummer and can be a pain to deal with. Oh, this is gonna be a pain to deal with as well. I don't want to have to go to that door, but I don't remember what's in there. Fuck. Well, I'm getting shot a whole bunch. That's not helping me. What if I just skip that, though? But yeah, like, desync can be a bummer, but also, like... never record video and audio as separate files. That's just annoying. You're having a desync problem, try to solve it a different way. Uh-oh, I cannot stop doing that. Okay, cool. Eventually I could. But yeah, like, for the longest time, I don't even remember when I no longer needed to do that. I remember it took me a while to figure out AVI for VBA, because, like, the default Virtual Boy Advance does have AVI recording capabilities. You can do that with it, technically, but no, yeah, you get desync if you try to do that. So you actually have to use a fork, which is the one I use to this day, VBA re-recording. It has actually functional AVI recording, and that's it. That's the difference. You can actually use this feature that's in the emulator. Yeah, everything has some kind of quirk, and it's just a matter of figuring out, like, which one is which. Like, SNES 9X doesn't record audio when you're recording AVI, which, let me tell you, certainly made playing Clock Tower an interesting experience. I don't know if it helps the fear factor or just ruins it if there's no sound happening. At the very least, it did make realizing what the hallway trick in that game is more interesting. The one where, like, Scissorman will always spawn at a certain end of the hallway in one of the halls, no matter where you come from. He'll always just come from the right. Yeah, so when learning that game, and trying that out for the first time, like accidentally going to the right, that was a fun surprise that I might have been able to hear coming if the audio was on, but it wasn't. Oh, and you know what the worst one is, though? Desmume. Desmume AVI is a pain, because, like... Oh god, what's the... There's some way that, like, most things deal with, like, game saving. Let me pause real quick. Let me just look that up. Let me open up Desmume. I actually want to know what that's called. So let's see. I'm just suddenly immensely curious about something. I will tank my performance just so I know. Wait, that's not it? Shoot, it's under settings. Like, there's something about the way save files work, that, like, most emulators can handle. So, like, if you save the game, then it's fine. You can just load AVI and it'll know. Yeah, I cannot immediately find what the term for that is. Something about the battery, but, like, it's also the reason, like, save states are harder in, like, the memory card era, because, like, the way saves are written are different in games like that. God, that's gonna bother me. But yeah, like, Desmume cannot record AVI easily, because basically, if I turn the feature that I can't remember the name of on, then it'll just crash if I try to do AVI. But if I don't turn it on, then basically, it will never how to describe this. Like, it doesn't acknowledge saves in the way other emulators do. Like, actually, wait. One more thing. Let me... If I start AVI recording on this, no. Wait, maybe movie files has the, Okay, is it SRAM? I think it's SRAM. I think SRAM is the term I'm trying to think of. It's something like that. Basically, it does not correctly save SRAM like most games would. So, say I wanted to play Fire Emblem, and I recorded, you know, an entire chapter. I record chapter 1 of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and then I save the game. Actually, wait, no, this is the movie file I'm thinking of, not the AVI, but anyway, if I try to record the movie file, then basically... Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yeah, so... I try to record a movie file, chapter 1, I save the game, I then load up the movie file, and I'm gonna do an AVI, I start that, except, basically what a movie file is like, it records your inputs, right? And on most emulators that's fine and easy to do, with the save data. However, because of the way Desmume works, and because I can't correctly do the SRAM stuff, it will have saved the inputs, however, it will have also saved the game, so because I beat Chapter 1, when it goes through the movie file, it will basically, like, the game will have been saved, so I'm basically doing Chapter 2 with the inputs I did for the first one. That was all a long way to explain a thing somebody could have explained better, but yeah, just... I'm mildly venting about the frustrations of recording with Desmume. And also, when it gets to the point where, I actually save, like, it fucks up anyway. Like, when the movie file reaches the, this is a stupid thing to do. Dying for that life. Yeah, when it reaches the point where it actually saves, the emulator just crashes, so... Shrug. It can do AVI just fine, I was just getting confused with the, save types. Or recording types, but yeah, just... That is another thing that I actually... For some reason took a while to actually discover, was movie files. Because they are actually incredibly useful in saving disk space, because either disk space or time, you know, whichever comes first. Like, when I'm recording something with AVI, basically I either have to record it all as like one big file, or... Ah, goddammit. Still one more guy. Get out of here. But yeah, I either have to record it as one big file, or I have to repeatedly stop and start. And that's a pain to do, not gonna lie. Because, unfortunately, even if I do happen to do a practice run, I'm not gifted with the ability to do everything on my first try, so... When there's multiple takes, either I have to eat a lot of disk space to not have to stop and start a run, or I just have to stop and start a run, and it's just annoying to do. Movie files, however, since it's just recording the inputs, you don't actually have to worry about file size. Like, those are minuscule, and that has been so helpful. Like, just being able to load state at the beginning of a thing or whatever, or, you know, Like, after a big conversation in an RPG or whatever, you know. It does make it a lot easier. It's still, however, a problem for, you know, things I gotta do live, right? Like... Or like the Bandicam stuff, rather. Non-emulated stuff, so... Shantae, I still have the same problem of, like... I think I missed a thing. I'm gonna take this tomato. But yeah, like Shantae, I either have to have just a real big video file for each segment I do, or I just have to stop and start again, and that's a pain in its own right. It's a lot easier to do this without copy abilities. But yeah, it does save me a lot of time to do that, instead of, like, stopping and starting AVIs, or, you know, depending on the thing, and, like, depending on where I choose to save and whatnot, like, it also saves me time in editing, because when it's a movie file, like, I don't have to edit out takes, if that is what I've chosen to do. Because that's a pain. Like, as always, it depends on, like, the type of thing I'm doing. It's very helpful for RPGs, would be my first thought, because, like, in RPGs, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff I'm kind of finicky about. It's not just, like, random battle stuff, it's also, like, how I proceed through a town. Like, sometimes, maybe I accidentally fuck up and talk to the same NPC twice. That's a restart. I have to load a state at that point, because then that's just non-optimal. Again, when I do LPs, I do prefer to try to get them very cleanly. I do not like wasting time, and I prefer to cut down on that sort of thing. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I might actually get a game over. Well, that would suck. If I get a game over, I might just move to casual pedal crash instead, because I don't want to play Meta Knightmare from the beginning. Wouldn't be much of a point to it anyway. But yeah, like, sometimes I just kind of fuck up when recording things, for one reason or another. Oh, you know what I also try not to do a lot of? Looking at maps. It doesn't bug me when other people do it, is the thing. Like, as long as you don't bring up a map too much, I don't typically care. But when I'm recording a game, I do not like opening up the maps at all, if possible, so... God, being able to pause is one of the main reasons I really like emulators. Like, being able to pause without it actually coming across in the recording is good. That's just helpful overall. Oh god. Oh no. Right, I'm basically using a hammer, but it's a sword, so I also dig. Oh no. Anyway, I feel like I'm just rambling about, tech stuff at this point. But also, to be fair, when do I get to ramble about tech stuff? This is my anniversary, I can talk about uninteresting things if I want to. But yeah, all in all, movie files, very helpful. They're much smaller, and let me just kind of put everything on the end of recording, and not recording and editing. Very helpful like that. Which probably is why I'm so hesitant to, like, play, like, games not on an emulator, because, like, man, I've got no control over a lot of things. Fuck. Darn it. Oh, did not think you would jump. You took advantage of the fact I was distracted and drinking tea. The fiend. But yeah, actually, you know what one thing I haven't run into is, for LPs? I haven't run into any autosaves. I've not LP'd any games that do, autosaving, which is good, because I like autosaving, and I think it's good. But, like, having to deal with autosave for LPs when you are meticulous about that sort of thing, that, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I don't know what I would, off the top of my head, like, what I might want to LP that does have autosave, though. Man, it would be a pain to edit around. There's probably some collectathon game I'd like to play. Like, I don't know, maybe a Jak and Daxter. I know those autosave. I've considered, LPing those at some point. At the very least, the first game. But yeah, it's not a thing I've had to deal with yet, and you know what? I'm glad I haven't. For streams, it's fine, and in fact, preferred when things autosave Dragon Ball FighterZ. Maybe you should just autosave my map progress, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Might be nice, fighters. Alright, I'll stop being bitter. Yeah, I don't remember when I actually switched to, like, competently recording raw video. When did I actually start doing that in a way that's not annoying? It definitely wasn't for Castlevania. What was after Castlevania? I'd have to... Maybe I'll check later. Oh, I don't need to kill you. Oh wait, no, I do need to kill you. Darn it. Fuck. Momentum carried me to my death. Come on. There we go. I guess I could just pull up the playlists again and just try to figure out, like... Alright, so what are these periods? What period was I doing this? What period was I doing this? God, that's so much easier with Meta Knight. Probably not gonna get, like, super into technical stuff too much more tonight, because, to be fair, if I just had a good long look at my playlists, I could be like, oh yeah, so this is when I was doing that, and then that's when I was doing this, like, I can't remember the exact period of, me, like, I don't remember exactly the point when I switched to, from Windows XP Movie Maker to the newer one. But you know, first improvement, actual possibility of quality in videos. XP is a little dated and can't really, export anything super impressive, and there's a noticeable difference. But also, why does modern Movie Maker look like that? Why does the timeline look like that? I will never understand why it's not just a big line. Why is it like that? The other question is, like, why is it so bad with audio stuff? Like, God, aligning audio and video in Movie Maker was just a fucking nightmare for some reason, and I don't know why. I can specifically remember Space Channel 5 was one of the ones I did on the newer Movie Maker for that reason. Like, here's a very, audio-based game, so here's a program that can't align stuff super well. It makes a lot of assumptions in cut points. Like, with most editors, you can get to a pretty, you can get to a very precise location in the video to cut it, but not with Movie Maker. God, I wish I hadn't edited that in Movie Maker, because I was playing, if I remember correctly, the PS2 version of Space Channel 5, which, is mostly fine, except they do change the voice of Evola, and I actually prefer the original Dreamcast version where she has the weird, robot-y voice. So I wanted to splice that in, which would have been easy on basically any program on the face of the earth, but not Movie Maker. Oh, no. In Movie Maker, it's just slightly awkward, so I don't think that cut actually sounds like anywhere near as good as it should have. Just tried to do the Dreamcast version of the line in the PS2 version. Pretty sure if I went back and listened to it, I'd just be like, oh, here's every way where I could have just edited that better. Here's how I could have edited it better. Not in Movie Maker. Because subtitling that was also a pain in Movie Maker. God, it's the worst. Would have been easier in Premiere, would have been easier in Kden Live, it would have been easier in anything. So anyway, now that I do have better editing programs, I'm still not LPing Space Channel 5 Part 2. Out of anything I've done, I think, Space Channel 5 Part 2 has been, the most, asked for. Every once in a while I get people who are like, oh, hey, are you gonna do Space Channel 5 Part 2 at any point? And, I want to? I want to, but here's the thing you have to understand about the LP of the first game. I did that LP when I was very depressed. So I had free time that I don't have nowadays to play a game that I'm actually pretty bad at, all things considered. I don't have the worst rhythm, but playing a rhythm game can be a little difficult, especially having to do it perfectly. Space Channel 5 one was tricky enough. Thankfully, again, save states exist at least, and can function well enough in the way I needed them for Space Channel 5. Where, it wasn't an issue to save states, because I did actually save state between, sections. If there was a black screen, that was probably where I save stated. But yeah, having to deal with a rhythm game with some... I'm pretty sure there was input lag. I'm pretty sure the emulator has some sort of input lag. I swear that's not me making excuses. But yeah, I do want to do part 2 at some point, because I love that game. Watching more than playing, though. That's part of the thing. I love Space Channel 5, those games, but I do much prefer just witnessing them rather than playing them myself. But yeah, it's a bit of the fact that, like, I do not have the free time. I do not have the depression class-skipping time that I did when I recorded Space Channel 5 Part 1. So, you know, even save stating when, you know, technically I'm not supposed to have a save, even that is kind of tricky. That, you know what else? Like, I've seen a lot of Space Channel 5 Part 2. I feel like I know the game fairly well. There are also, however, like, secret inputs in the game. So, like, during cutscenes, you can, like, push a button when, like, somebody says a line, and, like, Morolians will come on screen and do, like, a little cheer to kind of emphasize some of the lines, and that's, you know, secret inputs. And, like, again, I've listened to the songs so much, so I feel as though, when a secret does come up, I should technically know where it is, right? I know when Ulala says this, somebody should be going woo at the end of it. Oh god, this is gonna go horribly. Can Meta Knight defeat Meta Knight? No, he cannot. But yeah, like, I feel like I should know it, but you just know that, like, in practice, I am never going to remember any of those, and I'm just gonna get to the end of a recording session and be like, oh, I missed a fucking secret, cool. There we go, got him. Oh my god, Meta Knight was Meta Knight all along. So yeah, that's my other concern about part 2. But yeah, it's, for some reason, Space Channel 5 is just, like, a game that people, or like an LP that people will just randomly come across. And either they'll be like, oh dang, are you ever gonna do part 2? Or they'll just get really mad at me for doing, like, the voiced commentary in the final part. That hasn't happened recently, but yeah, no, there were people who didn't like that I did that, but you know what? I, to this day, am still happy with how I did the end of, Space Channel 5. I appreciated me taking down the subtitles and then having to do voice commentary, because, like, they had to, like, do a pirate radio after the main broadcast is hijacked. I'm not modest at all. I did great. What a genius thing that I did. What smart editing. Good job, mate. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, I do actually like that I did that. I have no regrets. I would do commentary. I'd do voice commentary over the end again. Was there a switch at the end of this one, or is it just a lot of lives? I might actually have to do the stage twice to just get lives. This is the mini-boss rush, and there is a harder version of it. I don't know, though. I've got 6 lives. That might be enough. Speaking of Space Channel 5, other LPs were really fun to edit, because, like, I don't usually mind editing, but there are some LPs that are just, like, I actually really enjoy the editing process for them. I still like Rayman 3, like, I don't know what it is about, goddammit. I don't know what it is about Rayman 3, but, like, that is an LP that I still miss to this day. That one was just real fun all around. And it was also a subtitle-heavy one, but like, I don't know, I just, damn it, really enjoyed it. It was a fun one to do. It was just a really solid game that was fun to record. Oh, you know what was nice about that game? Super good cutoff points. Like, that's a game that actually does autosave, but like, by the time it autosaves, like, I'm pretty confident in my recording. Like, no recording ever, like, failed. There was never, any, like, footage corruption or anything like that. If there ever was, I probably would have died, but there wasn't, so we're fine. But yeah, it's like, it was a fun game to play, fun game to do commentary for, even the subtitle work was fun. So yeah, even the editing in that one was just real good. Other than that, I don't know if I'd say, like, there are a lot of other LPs that I loved to edit. Some people really hate editing. I enjoy it, but also, I don't know if I've given myself enough opportunities to have fun with things other than Space Channel 5 and Rayman. Like, the Mega Man videos, very easy to edit. Because they're fairly short videos, and it's just me, so it's just one person talking, and they can usually keep it up for an episode, so there's not much to cut out, and it's just, you know, pretty easy. Ugh. Got it. I thought that life was the first to go down, so that's why I risked myself for it. I think I'd have, like, more fun with certain video editing bits if I, you know, had unlimited free time. Because I'm just thinking, like, I enjoy the Fire Emblem, like, character profiles, but every time I do them, it's because, like, or, like, I do them not under duress, but, you know, I'm in the middle of editing a video, and I'm like, alright, so it's time to introduce this character. Oh wait, fuck, I haven't done, like, any work towards the actual character profile. Now I have to take time out of editing to do this. That's the thing about editing, is, like, you do want to add, like, extra bits to, you know, make it fun and interesting, but sometimes you just give yourself things that are, like, kind of tedious. Like, the end slate for Mario Advance 4, I regret framing that as a competition between Mario and Luigi because, God, it got so tedious having to, like, figure out, what the end scores were and how many levels each character had cleared. The latter especially, like, the end scores, whatever, I just skipped to the end of the video, or wherever the last appearance of the brother was. Fuck. But yeah, it was just an extra bit of work that didn't really add much for me. Didn't really enjoy doing it that much. I had to have an extra thing, but it kind of backfired. It just gave me an extra bit of work I wasn't much interested in. Oh, shit. But that was just me getting killed by wind that time. Whoops. Okay, let's be careful, because I'm almost at the end. It would be nice if I got to finish Meta Knightmare. But yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, what were my favorite LPs to edit? Or did I have any other? Have I considered it? Yeah, just because, like, those do actually kind of help, is the thing. People do like watching those. Oh, this one's gonna be tricky. Oof. It's good to just have a compilation, but, like, that sounds like work I don't particularly want to do. Because, like, here's the thing. Well, okay. My frame of reference is audio, instead of video. Because I was gonna say, I don't like doing compilations, but my example is, one of the reasons I'm not, like, super active in doing the Henshin, actual play videos is because, like, I enjoy doing the actual episodes. I hate having to do the next time on bits. Like, having to scrub through audio to figure out what I want to use as a preview is just so tedious. It is the worst, but, like, that wouldn't actually be as much of a problem for videos, because, like, there's video. I can actually link what I see with what I say. I can look at a video and be like, okay, so this is where I say this thing. It would have to involve me rewatching stuff, however. And as I said earlier, I don't often rewatch my own stuff. There are a few exceptions, namely Clock Tower. I actually kind of like my Clock Tower LP a lot. The Redux, of course. The original sucks, and it's bad. But Redux is very good. God, the fucking... My Roomba fucking cucked me a bit was great, but anyway. You know what, if you want to do it, I might actually say yes. But yeah. Of course, part of the reason I don't like rewatching my super old stuff is because, you know. When I started LPing 10 years ago, I was 17. I was a teen boy, and man, that sucks. Didn't enjoy that. I have to double check what the actual year I came out was in, but you know, it's been a while at this point. But yeah, as such, like, listening to some of my older LPs is kind of a pain. God, like, I once got this, kind of rude comments. God, what was it even saying? I don't remember. For some reason, was it just like saying I was trying too hard or something? It's like for a Final Fantasy II video, and somebody's saying I was like trying too hard with my voice, which is really weird, because I wasn't at the time. Like, that was just how I spoke, but nowadays I just look back at that comment and I'm like, okay, did you know something I didn't? Are you a very rude person who somehow figured out I was trans before I did? Am I being heckled by future me? Is that a thing? How else did you know? But yeah, I frequently refer to it as just me trying to do a fucking Stardust Crusaders voice, because that is basically what, like, every dub voice for a Stardust Crusaders character is just something like this. Joestar song. It's not as egregious with the, goddammit. The latest anime is, dub, but still, it's kind of here. I'm here to call you a bitch, and yes, that is gendered. You'll figure out why in a few years. Whoop, shit. DDD is actually a pretty hard fight in this game. If only because he has a lot of HP, and he's big. He's very big. I'm half tempted to save state just so I can beat Meta Knightmare mode. Because fun fact, I don't think I've ever actually beaten Meta Knightmare mode, mostly due to lack of interest. God, now I'm just getting sloppy. But like the one time I really tried was like on actual hardware. So I was playing on a Game Boy Advance, and I got to the end. Like, I remember getting all the way to, you know, the final world, this one. Don't remember what level specifically, but I got pretty close to the end, but then I got called away for something, and unfortunately it happened to be a long enough away time that I came back and my Game Boy Advance, the batteries were dead, so I came back to a shut-off console, so that sucked. This isn't a hot take, but man, I do not miss battery-based consoles. Thank goodness we can now just charge our hardware. And there we go, Meta Knightmare mode. I don't think that's a new record. I did it. Was that a record? Subgames, Meta Knightmare. 113. Oh, dang. Okay, so I was actually pretty close to whoever did the save file. Dang. So if I died a little less, like if I beat DDD immediately, I would have been fine. That's not bad, then. So that was me fucking around a little, and I still got close. But yeah, anyway, I guess I beat Meta Knightmare now. Go me. You did it past me. You've been avenged. Your dead Game Boy Advance can rest in peace now. But anyway, where was I before? Oh, right, so... coming out as trans. Nice thing about, basically being invisible on the internet is nobody actually gives a damn. Like, I've never had a particularly wide fan base. So, there's nobody who's here to get mad at me for, you know, being me. Didn't have anybody storm off. Though, for some reason, that's also just, like, translated to my luck with streaming as well. Like, I have the transgender tag on here, just so people know. But nobody's just come in and been like, you're gonna be a jerk. You're transgender, yeah, take that. So, lucky me. At worst, it just means that, like, there are a few early videos with my dead name in them. Which... isn't great, but it wasn't that many of them, and whatever. Like, I can live with having a dead name. Like, I literally do, but... no, I do not mind the existence of it. Like, I'm sure some people don't feel super great, like, if they, like, started doing content and then came out. Yeah, different people are gonna have, different feelings on the matter, but, like, I don't mind. Like, I'm trans, it's fine. I existed before I realized it, I exist afterwards. I have made peace with that. But man, what was I doing with my voice, though? What was that? Like, I have to actively try to sound anything like that, and even then, it's kind of a mockery of it, too. It's an exaggeration. Joestar-san! But yeah, like, I want to do more voice training, and I really need to do better at practicing. For some reason, I practice best at work, and I don't know if that's a self-defense mechanism or whatever, but I feel like I do voice practice better there. I feel like my tone's better. It's hard to tell because it's not like I'm recording myself at work, because that would be fucking weird. Wouldn't want to do. There's nothing at work I would ever want recorded or acknowledged past a shift. Once I'm done with a shift, I don't want to remember that it exists. Why would I want documented evidence of it? But yeah, Then I just get home and it's like, okay, well, I'm safe in my identity now. Okay, alright. Now I'll just talk as I always do, but you know what? I still prefer what I sound like nowadays. Alright, I still got like half an hour. Should I just like tack some pedal crash at the end of this? I think I will, yeah. Let me just switch to this. Anyway, though, let's see. Go to Steam and get that started up. But yeah, at the start of the stream, I did initially joke that time makes dust out of all of us, and it does. It marches ever forward and does not care who it leaves in its wake. But you know what? Still happier now than I was 10 years ago. Again, don't like being a 17-year-old boy. That sucks. Not doing that again. I prefer myself, and also I am just, you know, happier with LPs as well, which goes without saying, cause, you know, like I said, everybody, sucks when they start out, some people more than others, and I recorded video and audio separately, which wasn't a great idea. And you know, was just very bad. Oh god, I didn't even mention my original headset, which just sucks. God, that thing was so bad. There was like this kind of quiet beeping to it, like this undertone that I did not notice when I was doing recordings originally, but I do notice now. And god, it's just, ugh. How did I even let that slide? I don't know. But yeah, I've much improved. Yeah, we can go higher than this. Yeah, let's go with 8 for now. Just generally enjoy my work for the most part. To be fair, you know what one of my least favorite things is, though? Just having to deal with long videos. I am of the opinion that something should be as long as it needs to be, so I'm not in favor of just, like, artificially making something shorter or longer. But also, man, Fire Emblem videos just kind of take a while. It is what it is, but still, it does kind of make video work feel sluggish sometimes. You know what, I may have just screwed myself over, whoops. Nope, there we go. Here we go, now I'm doing a little better. Let's do a little something like this. There we go. That's the kind of thing I want. Maybe playing Pedal Crash was a mistake. Now I'm just thinking about Pedal Crash, though. Man, I should talk more about LP stuff, because I probably have something I could say, but, like, gotta focus. I gotta Pedal Crash. I'm not Pedal Crashing hard enough. That was pretty good, though. I actually want that junk block here. But yeah. Anything else I want to talk about? Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh, well. Oh dear. This is looking a bit bad. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, so 8 might be a little much. I do not know what your deal with is, but I do appreciate it. I feel like when most people, have, like, 10-year milestones, they're like, oh, and here's what to expect in the future. They're like, I don't know. I feel like, at the moment, it's kind of self-explanatory, because I've got a few LPs that are going to last for a while. Like, Fire Emblem Echoes is going to be going for quite a bit, because it's an RPG. So, that's got some life left in it. Oh, can you get rid of that, Loka? Ban the bot. Bots aren't allowed. Unless they're cool. If you're a cool robot, you're allowed, on stream. Spam bots, however, no. Get out of there. Spam bots are corporate and therefore deserve no respects. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, like... Mega Man's self-explanatory because, like, it's Mega Man. Look, see, the thing about Mega Man is, at one point I was thinking, I really want to play Mega Man 02, but also, before I do that, I should probably play Mega Man X2, because, you know, in the X timeline, it seems like Zero's died, so, you know, maybe I should do a follow-up to X at some point. So we can actually see the fate of Zero, and how he actually survives. And then, at that point, it's like, okay, but if I'm playing for story, at this point, I might as well just play the classic games, though, right? And so, yeah, no, at this point, I'm just like, I really like Mega Man, and I want to show off Mega Man, so... I'm just gonna want to make one of my slots Mega Man now. That's just gonna be my thing. So, Mega Man will go for a while, though, I should be done with the Classic series this year, which, is gonna be interesting. Mega Man 10 should be done with a couple of months, and after that it'll be 11, and then I'm done. At which point I'll probably do, like, a, wrap-up. Or, like, a, just an overall look at the classic series. I know that there isn't much story to the classic series, but I still feel like it's worthwhile kind of looking at the tone amongst them. I think the endings especially are kind of interesting in the way they're laid out at the end. Or towards the end, rather. But yeah, I should be done with the classic series, which means I'll be moving on to X, which is gonna be interesting. I feel like if I can get away with it, I'm actually gonna start that by just like, after 10,000 years, actually using my Rift channel to do Day of Sigma. You know, just for the hell of it. 'Cause why not? Technically, it's sort of the prequel to the X series. It's also technically not canon? If I remember, I think Dr. Kane just, like, fucking dies for some reason. Or something like that. I think Dr. Kane is just killed in it, which, you know, he exists in other X games, so that's impossible. But it does apparently happen. But yeah, there'll be that. I think unlike the classic series, which, you know, I let the old LPs just kind of exist on their own without redoing those. I think I will redo X1, just because it's been a while. Can probably do that LP better. It's also going to be interesting eventually, though, because, you know, on one hand, I will be playing through the games, you know, much like I did for the classic series. That's all well and normal. But need I remind you, X is the one with X7 in it. It is the series where suddenly it just gets real bad out of nowhere. Like, we're just gonna get to X5 and be suffering forever. Though another thing I want to make note of is, if possible, I do actually want to play Mega Man X Command Mission, so Mega Man X, just the series playthrough will, you know, go on as it does. It will go through the pace that the other Mega Man LPs have gone through, only more so, because I wasn't initially doing, like, the full series playthrough, so LPs happened when they goddammit. LPs happened when they happened back in the day. But now I've just been kind of breezing through them for the most part. But then I'm just gonna get to the RPG of the series, and then it's just gonna be that for a while. I should have done the other thing I've done. Ah, well, it's fine. I can dig through it now. Oh, dang. I lost. Oh, good to know. Me dying IRL for losing that pedal crash didn't kill me for good. My data's still here. But yeah, there's just gonna be a while where I'm playing X Command Mission, and that'll just be it. And then we're gonna get to the other side of it, and I feel like everything else is just gonna breeze by in comparison, because, like, after that's Zero, which is gonna be, you know, very fast. Those aren't the longest games. There's gonna be ZX, which are kind of long, but not that much. And then it's Legends, and then that's just it for the main series. Battle Network will happen when it happens, since it's not part of the main series. Though I should really, do network transmission at some point. I need to get through the Battle Network games to show them to Loka, though. I told him not to play the Battle Network series, because there's moments I want him to see. Especially that one part in Battle Network 3. You know the one. Battle Network 3 is the one with just the absolute best joke in the entire series, undisputed. I also can't wait for the day I end up making myself hate Battle Network 4, because I kind of like 4. I know it's not good, but I enjoy it. But also, to cover it well is going to be some, efforts. In order to show off all of the game, it will, perhaps take... Ah, goddammit. It'll perhaps take a bit. Damn it, I'm getting too distracted. Might just have to concede this one. I am not doing good. Or that could work, sure. Whatever. Oh no, I heard a lot of good noises from that end. Oh no. Those were victory noises. But yeah, it's just gonna be weirdly smooth sailing for Mega Man at some point, so that'll be interesting. Get to the end of a long RPG and suddenly it's just a victory lap to the end. But yeah, and otherwise, I don't actually know what I'd do after Shantae Risky's Revenge. Like I said, part of me kind of wants to focus a little less on that, just because like I kind of also want to do more of the actual play stuff, because I have had such an itch to get back into doing those. It's been too long since I've properly edited those videos. The last thing I did was the Pet Ranger, quote-unquote movie. Which was mostly fun to do, but it was also like two-hour sessions that I put together just for the bit. I'm very dedicated to being quote-unquote authentic for this game. Again, it has bitten me because I do not like having to do the next time on bits, but I'm dedicated, damn it. Wait, I don't super have anything in mind for what will replace the Wednesday's LP. I mean, there's probably plenty of stuff that I've been meaning to LP. I should just look through the pile of stuff I want to do on my own and just see, like, I don't know, Wario Lands? Do I want to do Wario Land 2? I could do a Wario Land 2. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I usually play it by ear anyway. Some people plan their stuff out years in advance. I don't. I have vague ideas. Oh, you know what I have been wanting to do? Saints Row. Here's the problem, though. For some stupid reason, I do kind of want to play Saints Row 1, but that's hard to emulate. Like, I don't even want to play it, though. Like, either I want to LP it, or I want to find, like, a way to do a bit where I summarize it good enough. But, like, if I wanted to summarize it, either I'd have to use other people's footage, which I'm not comfortable doing, unless they made it specifically for me, or I gotta play it myself anyway, at which point I might as well just do an LP and be like, here's why Saints Row 1 isn't good. Like, one idea I had, again, I wouldn't want to do it, but, like, I would just, like, have a JPEG of the create a character, and just, like, have that taped to the character in cutscenes if I were to use other footage. But again, I would not at all feel comfortable doing that. Even if it's like somebody who just uses the default character and puts the cutscenes up on YouTube, like there's basically no effort in that other than the Herculean effort of playing Saints Row. But yeah, like, playing Saints Row 1 is important, damn it. I just, after an hour, have finally thought of an example of a thing I would want to LP instead of stream, because I want to show that this thing kind of sucks. But I want to edit around it so it's not too tedious. I still need to show that it's bad. I still need that power. But I also need to be able to edit it, and it's Saints Row frickin' 1. Because I love Saints Row 2 and 4. 4, I just adore that game. 3 is okay, but yeah. 2 is pretty good, and 4 is really good, but 1 still exists. And it's important that I play it. So that's been an idea that I've been sitting on, just because it's not really been viable since I don't have any way to record 360 games, because I can't record. I don't have an HDMI input, and also I don't own the game, and I cannot even remember if the 360s work. We've had more than one, because, you know, they were kind of known for not being the hardiest of consoles. We had to get a replacement at some point. Anyway, though, yeah, that's just an idea, though. That's just been bouncing around. As for stream stuff, well, gonna be playing Dark Souls for a bit. After that, I don't know if I want to play Dragon Ball Xenoverse immediately, but I kind of do. I mean, it'll still be a little while before I beat Dark Souls, so I don't have to worry about too much overlap with fighters, and it's a different tone anyway. As for Saturday, I've already mentioned that I want to play Valkyrie Profile, so provided that works, I think I'm actually going to start this Saturday. Or I'm going to start the game this Saturday. I did say I was going to do like a, just a hack to kind of cool off from a different long game, you know, before diving into an RPG, but I'm actually kind of itching to just get into the next thing. So if it works, I might just go with Valkyrie Profile. I was sick last Saturday, so I didn't stream, and I kind of just want to move on forward. And as for Tuesday, Tuesday is, of course, the Steam slot, so that means I'm going to be doing something new next week that's on Steam instead of Kirby's Knightmare and Dreamland. So my initial thought is I want to play Prototype because I just want to play a really stupid action game, and that fits the bill so well. I did do a little bit of testing, though, and unfortunately, it, for some reason, doesn't have a windowed mode, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to look into, like, a way to do that. Like, I looked it up, and there might be ways to force it into windowed mode, but that might make it more crash-prone, and if that's the case, then that's not really viable, which would suck, but if not, I don't know if I want to get into Way of the Samurai 4 or Crypt of the Necrodancer just yet. I want to find something else. So if it's not Prototype next week, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, then I'm thinking maybe Dust and Elysian Tale. I never actually beat that game, but it was really fun. It's just, you know, I played that game when I was in college, which of course means either it's the only thing you're going to focus on, and you're going to beat it like 100%. You're gonna do it really well, or you're just gonna play like half of it and never get back to it. And unfortunately, the latter was the case. But you know what? This is a good game, and I should beat it at some point. So yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. I will either be playing a game about some jackass who has like mutant powers and jumps around and punches people, or play this really well animated, cool game that at the time some people were mad at because furries, but it's just a real solid, good looking game that also plays really fun. Hey, you like air combos? Play Dust and Elysian Tale. It's just air combos the game. And anyway, Dark Souls is Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. or 8:30. No, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern time. We used to have the tabletop games on twitch.tv/Batalisk at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays, but we haven't been streaming those recently. But I have been recording them, so eventually Jenner will put the audio up once she has a good background image for it. So just check us out on lp.zone. There is a thread up for Hardwired Island, so you can look up the first two sessions as they exist. But the others are to be decided. And then, of course, Saturday will maybe be Valkyrie Profile, provided emulator plays ball and can actually run it well. And I can, get it going. If so, Valkyrie Profile, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know anything about Valkyrie Profile other than the fact that everybody has an anime finisher, so I am excited for that. It does seem pretty neat. For that reason alone. Everybody likes a good over-the-top anime finisher, right? You better. If you don't, I don't respect you. Alright, and then of course, if you want to support me, you can do so through Patreon or Coffee. Thefting around both those sites. You can find the links easily enough in the Twitch bio, YouTube banner, or under the YouTube videos. So I think that's it. Yeah, alright, so this has just been 2 hours of me rambling about LP stuff. Thank you for Loka for indulging in me rambling on about just random shit. It's just been part of, the sentimental aspect of it, sometimes the technical aspect, just whatever comes to mind. Whatever I felt like talking about while being just pelted with Waddle Dees in Meta Knightmare. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, yeah, another 10 years. So, when I'm 37, hopefully I will have fully developed my stand, and either defeated, some time power-based villain in combat, or I will have been that villain. Who knows? Who knows what another 10 years will bring? Regardless, see y'all next time. Have a good night.